Steam, font, breeze, and gears that turn, spells and sparks, but still I yearned for a halfling with a grin so bright, but I stutter at her sight. Oh, her name's a tangled rhyme, boobly dig slips out every time. She just laughs, my face turns red, wish I'd vanish, poof, instead. I'm cautious, yeah, I overthink, dive too deep when I should just blink. Blacksmith, tailor, fish all day, but my heart's lost in her sway. Boom, boom, boobly digs, got me tripping over my own twigs. Magic hands, but nerves of twine, wish I could say you're divine, but I'll just blush and stall, fumble my words and drop it all. Boom, boom, boobly digs. Arcanon's where I belong, tinkering keeps my mind strong, but one adventure just with you might be the wildest thing I'd do. I map the risks, I weigh the cost, but oh, the moments I've lost. Play it safe or take the leap, my heart's a clock, I can't rewind. Boom, boom, boobly digs, got me mixing up my own tricks. Fireworks fizzle, my spells go slack every time you glance back, but I'll keep trying, yeah, even if I'm awkward, dear. Boom, boom, boobly digs. Wait, no, bobbly right. I did it again tonight. Maybe if I cast a charm, no, I just set off the alarm. So here's my trade skill heart, hammered shy, stitched off part. Fish for luck, take a chance, or stay a timid gnome in pants. Boom, boom, boobly digs. Boom, boom, boobly digs, got me tripping over my own twigs.
All right. Welcome everybody. We're live. How's it going? Let me get my overlay, my text overlay or chat overlay up here. I did see some chats over here. Zorgo, thank you so much for joining as a member. And Bear said, hey, let's see Tavik get to 125.
Oh yeah, 11%.
And I don't know if anyone else is wanting to join us tonight. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta block out this werewolf standing behind me. Look at his name, guys. I'm not gonna don't say it out loud, please. Anyway. I think I sent Tan Oil an invite. I don't know if you got it yet. Oops. But I sent it again just in case. I don't see our enchanter. So I'm wondering if I need to bring an extra person. Gary said first time watcher, didn't know this game was streamed anywhere. I played in '99 and for a few years. You're taking me back. Awesome, man. Thanks for joining. There's actually a good number of streamers who do Everquest. You just, you know, do a search for Everquest on Twitch or YouTube during live, you'll find them. They're out there. My melon is too big right now. Let me.
Yeah, they're still releasing content for the game too. So
Yeah, they are. There we go. I don't need my head to be that big in the window. And Sonolo said, "Hi, you peeps." Hey, Sonolo. I guess, I mean, I would not mind getting Fez a little bit of XP. Are you guys okay if I drag his ass with us?
Absolutely not.
He's got the kick-ass pet and and the DPS, so we might do that in case we get an ad. I can stick the pet on there. But if we get other people wanting to join, I'll get my enchanter on for the buffs too. At the very least. Because I don't know if we're gonna have...
Oh, yeah, I need those.
Yeah, if we're gonna have a chanter at all. So yeah, anybody in guild, if you're at between 120 and 125, you'd be welcome to hang with us, because we are a little short-handed, and it is after 7. All right, I'm getting them on. So wait. I already asked this and we discussed it, but I'm sorry, it already went in one ear out the other. Where did you guys want to go tonight?
Timorous Falls.
Okay. Do we have a way to port there, or is that something where...
Well, we'll teleport to Larian's Inn first.
Okay. Okay, so that's a Lorian's Inn zone. Okay, I don't have that many parcels, so I'm just going to leave them there. Although, wait, let me... Actually, I don't know. I'm going to grab Fez's parcels real quick and toss them in the bank. Just because there's so many people sending Fez parcels that I don't want to get the little red box and then, I crash or something and then lose a bunch of stuff. Especially because I have some expensive... stuff in there at the moment, and I want to keep it, make sure it's safe. All right, it is banked. Okay, send in Fez an invite. Who's the highest level in the group right now? Is it you, Blubber?
Yeah.
All right. Got buffs incoming. Zoop said, what would be a good melee class to start with? I just got the game. I don't know, man. It depends what you're looking to do. But if you want a melee class that can be fun and very self-sufficient, you may want to try something like a monk or maybe a ranger. I would not do a rogue because a rogue is always best in a group. I don't know. What do you guys think?
would think Shadow Knight maybe.
Yeah, that's true. Shadow Knight, very self-sufficient. and kind of a jack of all trades too. Although a Shadow Knight, like a warrior or a paladin, is very gear dependent. That's the only reason why I usually don't mention warrior, Shadow Knight, or paladin for anybody who's new, because it depends too. Like, if you're planning on just playing and having a good time from level 1 to 65, 75, or whatever until you get tired of it, then you could do just about anything. Because the gear is less important than when you start getting over a level 80 and 100 and stuff like that. Then if you don't have decent gear, you're gonna die a lot. So just a thought. I could bring my enchanter too, but I don't know. I'm gonna be a lot less effective if I start, 3-boxing.
Tough when you're triple boxing.
Yeah. I mean, it would give us some crowd control, but yeah, like Sonolo said, depends if you plan to group or not. Yeah, if you're gonna group, or at least try to find groups and stuff, you can even do a rogue. But if you are just trying to see if you can solo, I would try like maybe Shadow Knight or Monk, because a monk doesn't need a whole lot of gear. Actually, like, the more they carry, the worse off they are, because they get a penalty for carrying too much. You could be a naked monk and be an effective fighter because you naturally have this damage avoidance, and your fists are lethal weapons, like your bare fists. Alright, I'm gonna stop screwing around. What do you want to do, Blubberbelly? Do you want to pull out a tank and handle the heals yourself?
I can.
Or you want to pull out a healer?
Well, tank.
Alright. So if you want to pull out a tank, maybe if I'm not bringing the enchanter, I'll pull out a healer. That way we have extra heals going on, since it doesn't look like anybody else is joining us tonight. And that should be good. Actually, let me hit that healer and that tank with the Chanter buffs here real quick too before we go. Zoop said, I'll give a monk a try, thanks. Yeah, see, monks are kind of neat, even in, like, later on in the game, if you end up finding a guild and stuff. They can feign death, so they're great with being pullers, and they deal a crazy amount of damage. And I think you're going to have a lot of fun with the monk. If you want something that's like a monk but has magic spells, you can go with Beast Lord, because that's kind of like a monk shaman hybrid, and they're pretty self-sufficient too. They can do a lot. At least I think they can.
And if you want to actually see a monk in action, you can watch the MMO Hippie on Wednesday.
Yeah, he plays a monk and he pulls everything for the raid. And he does a pretty good job at it. All right, so we're going to, I think, what, the guild hall, right, to get there, or is there a port?
No, I'll teleport us.
Oh, okay, there is a port. All right, I am ready, man.
Get close.
Zoop also, one thing that a monk might like to have is weight reduction bags, since yeah, you're sort of limited on the amount of weight you're supposed to carry. I have some videos that can show you some quested bags that you can get. I think it's in my one video that's like tips for new and returning players. All right. We arrive at the gazebo. I probably should have hit us with invis before we teleported, but so we go in the house, right?
Yeah.
Gary Baker said my original character back in the day was a ranger. It was a ton of fun, plus tracking was nice. Yeah, tracking is really nice to have.
Speaking of tracking, there's named up.
Where, in this zone, or
Yeah.
or
Brood Queen.
did we want to go kill it, or do we want to go to the next zone right away? I'm assuming you want to kill it because you wouldn't brought it up otherwise.
How well you know me.
Right. So, give me a sec, because Fez got stuck. Okay. Alrighty. Make sure where everybody's invisible to run there. Tan oil is not invisible. Hang on. Let's do a quick group. I know you could hide and sneak, but...
West.
Alright. So, straight ahead?
West.
West. So this way. Eternal Rogue said, evening, Fez. Don't forget Rangers also feign death better than any other class. That is a lie.
South.
Did you say south?
Yep.
Alright. They don't really feign death, they just death. More, so keep going south?
Do you see where I am?
No. We already had a conversation about this with my passengers, right? Okay, there you are. Okay, I see him. Or it, or her. Do we want to pull to here?
I can try and... Do you want me to try and pass by the other leech? Or do you
Hang on.
want to go to the backside where the force field is there?
Yeah, I think let's go around a little bit. I'll head west a little and come around by the shield dome barrier thing here. All right.
Or you want to the other side of them?
Okay. Some over here. Unfortunately, we don't have crowd control, so if
I can try and pass by the other one.
all right, yeah, if you can. I'll set myself as puller and main assist. Let me know when, make sure it sticks. I'll wait until I see the buff on the guy.
Okay.
All right, pulling. Problem is, without an enchanter, we don't have slow either.
He does some ridiculous damage.
What, this guy?
Yeah.
Well, let me release all my swarms. Rogue said it's instant cast during any boss fight. They were referring to the feigned death of the ranger. Tim LOL said hello everyone. Zoop said I played WoW, DAOC, Guild Wars, Everquest 2, but it's my first time playing EQ1. I played Guild Wars. I believe it's Guild Wars. I really liked the graphics in Guild Wars. It was a very nice looking game. And I liked like level 1 through, I don't know, 5 or 6 or something like that, or maybe it was 1 through 10 was a lot of fun. But then it gets crazy. It also gets really difficult. I like your buddies. Do you mean the pets? Your friends? Oh, okay.
You hear that, Tan Oil? We're pets.
I didn't know if they meant buddies like the pet, the mage pets and stuff, or the people. Yeah, or you guys.
Bez just summons us.
I don't know what the audience is thinking. I'm not a mind reader. Despite many of my Uber and Lyft passengers thinking I am. Your community. Okay. Yeah, we have a nice community. I like them too, man.
Yeah, it's a good bunch. Peeps.
Yeah. Even when they're giving me a hard time.
And you can join them too, especially on Wednesday.
Yeah. This guy has a ton of hit points, but fortunately he doesn't do anything fancy. Just tank and spank.
But that's the way we like it.
Yeah.
Surprises.
Okay, I'm already done with my my appearance. I can't take that light today. I was not gonna do it at
That did
all.
not last long.
Yeah. It just, people do seem to watch more when there's a face to the channel. So I just want to make sure people know, yeah, we're not bots. We're not we're not AI. I just used some AI for my thumbnails. We're people. And we're not all multi-boxing all the time. Did you see the Uber guy with a dog? Tim said, like your face. Thanks. I'm not...
That's one person.
Yeah. The only person. Queen's Royal Forge-bound ring. And we got Obscure Gallant Arms Armor in Colorado. I did not see it. Is there a video about it? I can always look. Okay, well, I got it all set to roll. I'm glad we survived it. Nice job with the what do you call it?
The thing.
Pacifying. Yeah. That's what I meant to say. Alright, going group and viz. And we're headed back to the house.
Yes.
Alright. On YouTube. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's something I can check out. Do I just type in like Uber dog guy or something? Can I tell a story? Sure, just, you know, as long as it's nothing that's gonna upset people.
I think I've seen that guy. He just has like a golden retriever.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Is it like
you can't help but pet the dog when you're sitting in the back seat.
Is it like a service animal?
No.
I doubt it.
Because I mean, no,
It just looks back expectantly at the passengers waiting for pets.
Okay. I just don't know if that's gonna last very long for him, because I don't think it's, as far as like the rules and crap, if it's something that Uber is gonna frown on, if just like a handful of people complain, you know, I don't know. Hopefully not. I mean, because it sounds innocent enough.
We're over here.
Well, it
But
seems like a well-behaved dog, so I don't
yeah.
know.
But sometimes, you know, you'll have more than 3 passengers. It's not always just one person. I've had every seat filled, so if I had a dog, eventually I'd have to stick his ass in the trunk or something, and I wouldn't want to do that. So
Can't you like pick that though or something? You don't see it when somebody books a ride or something? How many people?
No, it never tells you how many people. It just says you're picking up Bob in, you know, on Main Street. And so you go to pick up Bob on Main Street, and Bob might be alone. Bob might have 3 of his buddies. Bob might have 6 of his buddies, which for me is a real problem, because I just have to say, you should have ordered an Uber X. I have to refuse this ride because I can't take all of you. You know,
I mean, you can only take 4, right?
Yeah, I could take a max of 4, so 3 can fit in the back, and 1 in the front next to me. So there's people that try to squeeze in my car with like 5 or 6 people, and they'd be like, "It's okay, they could sit on my lap." I'm like, that's not how it works. There's laws, man. So yeah, I can get a ticket, you know. And then you
I
got
don't know what he does. Then.
you got these ridiculous parents out there that want to bring their small children into my car without a car seat, which that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, that's definitely against the
Yeah,
law, I would think.
and it happens a lot, like 90% anymore. And if I say anything, they're always like, well, the other drivers let me do it. I'm like, well, the other drivers probably just don't care about you and your kid. So, yeah, it's nuts. Hang on a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll be right back too then.
All right.
All right, I am back. Sorry about that. Had to grab something to stir my smoothie because it was getting clumpy. I'm sure that does not sound appetizing, but it's really not bad. Kind of getting used to them. Geology 101 rocks for jocks. What? Gary said, what class are you rocking here? Oh, I get it.
I'm back.
Yeah, I'm playing my Dark Elf Warrior right now. And I am dragging my kind of main here, which is Fezzelwick, Wobblecog, the Gnome Mage, just because we were short-handed.
Is he still the main, even though he's a lower level?
To me, I mean, because, you know, he's my guy, man.
He'll always be the main man.
Yeah. It's my channel's named after his ass. Alright, so were we had missions, I believe.
I think we have to kill these vines here. We need vine stalks.
Okay, let me go to my quest overlay. Yeah, we do need vine stalks. Collect venison. Alright. So maybe we can just pull. Let's not be right by the door, because unlike some folks, I don't want to be a dick and get people killed who just zoned in.
I'm pulling right to the spawn point.
Yeah, right to the entrance. I wanna avoid that kind of nonsense. Let me turn
Puller,
off,
if you need any pacifiers or anything.
turn off Puller for a second just to make sure our tank and stuff is right here. I see blubber bellies. Where's the other one? Where's the healer mark?
She's on my body. Sorry,
There
she's
she
hidden
is.
inside my mount.
Okay, there she is. Let me take off the levitate too. I don't like it when mercs have levitate on. They behave weird. Are these guys vines? Whiplash. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, incoming. Oh, my illusion went away. So yeah, I have my warrior and I have Fez, my mage. And then we have a rogue, which is tan oil, and Blubberbelly is a druid. And then we have a tank merc and a cleric merc, just for safety's sake, because we are, like I said, short-handed. Yeah, I've had a Fezzelwig since back when I first started playing. He wasn't my first character by any means. I actually started thinking, oh, let's try Barbarian Warrior because that sounds like it would be easy. I could not have been more wrong.
Find stocks in the loop.
That's what we need.
So everybody needs 1?
6.
6? Okay. Well, I'll just set it to roll for now, and then just pay attention so you don't get too many. Or should I just send them to people?
Or you can put it to free grab.
Okay, I can do that. So this one is not going to be free grab, so I'll just send this one to me. My name starts with A, alphabetical order. So, but the rest will be free grab. How's that? And I'll make sure to not free grab the first few that drop so you guys get some. On the bright side, with there only being 3 of us, it'll be easy and quick to, you know, get everybody their items. Now, unfortunately, I'm using a water pet at the moment, but if and when it dies, I'll switch to air. So yeah, did you still want to tell a story, man? Go ahead, because we're all here. Again, as long as it's not anything, you know, too spicy.
About a man named Jed.
Hmm?
Never mind.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, was that when you were asking Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, Robin Williams? Yeah, I'm lost, man. I'm not picking anything. You're gonna have to just choose. Alright. We got... Oh, you only dropped 1 that time. Enable free grab. There we go. Oh, there's another vine. Incoming. They're pretty spread out, so far it's gonna be pretty easy. Oh, never mind. I wanted you to choose. Okay. Sorry, man. I just I like people to just do what they want to do. Or is that part of the story? One would hope choosing Robin Williams would be fairly safe. Robin it is. Yeah, I always liked the guy. Funny guy. It's a shame though about, you know, that he struggled. Huh?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even sure if he ever really had any big scandals revolving around him other than his struggle, I think, with depression and stuff.
I used to love Mork.
Yeah, yeah. Just all of his stuff, you know. I liked a lot, you know, a lot of his movies and stuff, and Tim said I was on the first warship after 9. I'm just gonna call it 911 for now, okay? USS Roosevelt. Robin came out. Oh, cool. So you got to see him live. Hangar Bay 2 had a stage. I actually saw a couple of videos where, yeah, he was entertaining troops. Uh, 2,000 people, and this young guy yells out, "The food sucks." Alright, there's another one. Incoming. Ooh, he actually slapped Fez. Robin stopped dead in his tracks. Okay, some of the stuff I won't read out loud just because I don't want to get demonetized. There's another one. Set it to free grab. Okay, I think this guy's gonna come alone. I really hope he does. No, we've got two. Can you try to root one or something? I'm hoping we'll be able to survive two. Okay. Shoot. He came anyway.
Here, sort of. You got your pet on him?
Yeah, I've got the pet on one of them. I'm not sure.
He's doing all right.
I'll try to, you know, just nuke like crazy until this one's dead. Southwest Lander said, "Hey Fez, how's it going tonight?" I will continue reading the joke or yeah, the story after we kill at least one of these guys. And just try to pay attention. But keep typing, man. I'll get to it. Okay, we got the one dead. I don't feel anxious anymore. Starts rubbing his eyes and say, "Oh, yeah," and then says, "There are men digging their bed out there, eating MREs. You're here with 3 square meals a day." And then Southwest Lander said, "Hey, how's it going tonight? Sleeping in beds. Sorry for the babbling."
Sounds like Robin's letting him have it. Two more in the loop.
Alright. Ooh, and I got some cherries. Robin Williams put us in our place. I mean, yeah, if there's people out there in a much worse situation, honestly, there's a lot of times when I think my life is crap and I'm kind of depressed, and I'll think about stuff I've seen, not even in person, sometimes, you know, just in a video. You know, like these poor folks living with these messed up illnesses. I saw this one video that really tore me up. It was about these 2 kids. I think they were born in Australia, and both of them, their own skin was trying to kill them because it was growing so quickly that it was kind of crushing them. So they had to constantly almost sandpaper themselves to, you know, exfoliate all that extra skin. You know, just, and I'm thinking, I'm here whining because I don't want to have to work driving around Uber because people are sometimes rude. I have a fantastic life if I look at it that way. So anytime I'm feeling pity for myself or feeling stupid, I think about, you know, people that have it way, way worse. And I know it's sad, it's dark, and it's messed up. But I think I was born with 2 arms and legs. All of them work, you know? And I currently don't have a life-threatening illness. I guess life isn't that bad. And also, sometimes I run into folks in my car. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And they'll say, I woke up today, so, you know, can't beat that. I'm like, I don't know, man. That's kind of setting the bar low. There's people that wake up every day but kind of wish they didn't, because every day they're suffering with crippling illness. Because I got those 2 girls in Australia in my head when people say that they're just happy that they woke up today. Waking up doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing. And I don't know, maybe it's because I also had to be caregiver for my own mom for a while, where there was a time when I was younger where I always thought death was the worst thing that could ever happen to you. But after experiencing dementia, you know, as a caregiver, death is not the worst thing that can happen to you. Death can be a mercy. Death could be much better than walking around terrified and miserable and making others around you miserable, not knowing who you are, what your name is, or who anybody else is, and being paranoid and thinking everyone's out to harm you. So just waking up is, yeah, I'm never ever gonna say that. I'm never gonna be like, well, I woke up today. Because there are gonna be times when I'm gonna wish I didn't. Sorry for being serious about that for a sec, but Tim said, reminds me of carpooling. I was complaining about my wife, and Larry in the front seat said, yeah, I had chemo this morning. Okay. Yeah. I had an old ex of mine kind of message me out of nowhere, and I didn't really want to talk to her anymore because we didn't really break up on great terms. I just, you know, I kind of thought she was gonna say something that was gonna make me feel crappy or something like that. But I don't know, she caught me on one of my more positive days where I was like, no, let's say hi. So I did that, and, you know, started talking a little bit. Then I find out, you know, she brings up that she's fighting cancer. And I'm like, oh, great. I can't hate you now. That's horrible. I'm sorry. So I'm just, you know, I feel bad. But at the same time, you know, it's kind of an inspiring story because, you know, she's fighting it, and she's working her butt off to provide for her and her kid, even though she's dealing with that disease and stuff. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm feeling bad, I think about all these folks that are having things way worse than me. I'm not saying I because of that I never feel bad. I'm human. I'm flawed. I think if anybody, you know, tried to say, oh, I never feel bad, they're lying through their teeth. Incoming. Wait, what? Did you say you have one cigarette left in your life? Don't smoke. Smoking is silly. Sorry if this offends you, but smoking is so 1985. Don't want to quit? Okay. I quit many years ago, and I couldn't be happier about it. For one, you save a ton of money. It's just ridiculously expensive these days. Yeah. Well, they say it, yeah, it does cause heart disease. Plus, you know, it makes you not be able to taste your food properly. It makes everything around you smell like butt. I don't miss it at all.
How long did you smoke?
Probably about 10 years.
Okay, wow.
You know, and I was doing like probably several packs a day at the top, you know, at the peak of my addiction to it. I was probably doing 2-3 packs a day. I know that I've heard folks that smoked like a whole carton in a day, which is insane. I think if I would have done that, I probably would have been dead already.
And how long did it take you to quit?
Overnight.
Yeah,
I never told you the story?
Not everybody can do that. No, I hadn't heard the story.
Everquest is pivotal to me quitting smoking. So I was, you know, at the peak of my game Everquest playing, you know, this was back in the early 2000s. And I was hooked a lot, you know, I was just playing all the time, but I smoked like a train while I was playing. And it was just weird. I kept having to replace stuff on my computer because like the hard drive would seize up and this and that would, you know, happen. And I realized, oh, it's the secondhand smoke. It's the getting into the computer and the tar, you know, getting into the hard drive, because, you know, then we had the spinning plate, the, you know, hard drives, and it would seize up and stop working, and I kept having to replace it. So I was like, well, if smoking is harming Everquest, then I'm not going to smoke. Everquest is everything. There's nothing more important than Everquest.
That is the weirdest quit smoking story I ever heard.
Yeah. So honestly, because Everquest was the most important thing in my life at the time, which it kind of still is almost, how sad is that? I quit, and I didn't even want to smoke. On occasion, a few times, like, you know, within the first few years, I might have picked up one or two, like bummed one off a friend when I was at a bar. But it never got a hold of me again. It never, you know, and I would smoke like half of it and then put it out and I'm like, oh, this is disgusting. I know why I quit, you know, and eventually, like what happens to most smokers after quitting for a while, just the smell of cigarettes made me sick, which I think is a bonus because it makes you that much more against it and to not want to smoke. Faraway Ranger said, hey, happy Sunday all, and this zone looks awesome. Yeah, it's Timorous Falls. One thing I don't like about these zones is these weird barriers, these goofy shields around it. I'm sure they built some kind of lore or story around it, but it just feels like instead of putting like mountains or something cool to look at or dense forest that you couldn't pass, they got lazy and be like, let's just put a giant bubble over it. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the lore of what these zones are.
But I'm sure they
Is
made
it a
some
dream?
kind of lore to have it make sense, maybe. Are we targeting specific loot? We're trying to complete some quests. We're supposed to kill vine stalks and loot these vines from them to complete quests. So I've got 2 out of 6. Make sure you guys count how many you have so far. There's another one in the
right
window.
now, so grab that one then, Fred.
All right.
How many more you need, Town?
So yeah, we just got to kill the vines and loot them.
I need 2. Got 4.
All right. So yeah, I don't know a lot of people that quit smoking like I did cold turkey and don't really go back.
I know one person that quit cold turkey, but it wasn't. I think he had a different reason.
It wasn't to save his EverQuest addiction.
Right. That was the thing, though. It's like I had another addiction more powerful than the addiction to nicotine.
The Evercrack was stronger.
Right. And it's just kind of nuts. And so that's how deep into this game I am, and you know, technically one could argue that EverQuest saved my life. Only to take it away because I have no life. So yeah.
The cruel irony of it all.
Yeah. Tim said, gotta go. Okay, man, you have a good one. And good luck with quitting smoking. Faraway asked why we play on this server as opposed to other ones. Tim said, grr.
Helm Fez.
LOL. Free trade is one of the biggest reasons, man. Firiona Vie's free trade server, which means stuff that is normally no drop is not no drop here. Hey, Cold Water.
Most things. There's still a few things that no drop.
Hey, Cold Water, if you're looking for ice and hot water, they just left. Sorry. So that's one big reason is, so there's a massive XP bonus over here. There's free trade.
And its population's pretty good.
Yeah, and the population is great. There's a lot more players here. I'd say the only real downside to FV is the language barrier. where there's no common tongue and everybody has to learn Elvish to be able to communicate to one another, because I guess at one point in the history of Firiona Vie, a large part of the community decided that Elvish was going to be the go-to language, even though one would imagine that the human tongue would be more common, as humans were everywhere. They were the common race of all the lands. But okay, let's go with Elvish.
It's still pretty easy to get that, though.
Yeah. Coldwater said they played on FV years ago, and then they said, ah. Yeah, FV is probably the best server, in my opinion. Population peaks at versus dead hours. I don't know. I don't have numbers for you. I'm not that kind of gamer. Coldwater said TLP.
You want to set those two?
Okay. Go and grab them. Okay.
Done.
Done? I guess I'll start grabbing. Oh. They're all gone. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I got them now. So
you got all your
yeah.
you both got all yours? Okay. So I'll start.
Well, I did. I don't know if
Blubber said he got them all, I think, right, Blubber?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, snap, we got 2. I'm gonna send one of my swarm pets on that other guy, because it was, oh snap.
Can you take the other one first? I'll watch your health.
All right. I'll sending the pet on it. I think the pet's tanking both. Go, water pet.
Well, I don't even see his health going down. I don't know what's going on.
I think you got the pets on the.
Yeah, I got my swarm pets on one, and then let me get another swarm pet up. So I don't want it to. Coldwater said TLP time in 24 days. Yeah, I'm not going to be going to the new TLP this time. I went to Teak last year, and it was fun for a little while. But if Teak taught me anything, it's that it's just a breeding ground for armies of bots, and that's it. There's no fun to be had there anymore.
You had a lot of fun on there. I saw your videos.
Yeah, I did at first. Yeah, but then
they just don't last. They just don't last.
We left kind of early on because it was just not fun anymore. Oh, we're not attacking this guy. Okay, we are now. Yeah, it just wasn't fun anymore because every zone you go into, you're trying to get some XP for your AA or whatever, and you get trained by armies of bots and power levelers who intentionally train you just because you're in their zone, because they think that they can camp an entire zone.
Yeah, they ruin the game like that.
I had tower gear did not kill Teak. If anything, it probably helped a lot, but it was the bot armies that killed Teak, man. And you will not get me to ever change my mind about that, no matter how many chrono you try to send me secretly.
Well, I mean, it's one of the reasons why I didn't get to 60, because once we started butting heads with those kinds of people, we couldn't do anything because we just couldn't bother with that.
Yeah, yeah. We'll wait for your Merc to come back up, I think.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
All right.
What
Unless
kind of rule set? I didn't see the rule set this time.
I don't. The rule set isn't that impressive. I don't think any of them are free trade. I'm not sure. I won't even play on a TLP that's not free
I think
trade.
it's starting unlocked all the way to Luckland for 6 months.
Really? Okay.
So that way you can make like kitty cats and stuff to start.
Yeah, let me see if I can find a single, like a safe single. I think I can. Between me and the pet, we can tank it. All right, got one incoming. Oh man.
That same thing could happen on this server, though, right?
What? With the bots?
Yeah.
No. Because it's a it's a live server. It doesn't happen with the live servers as much. I mean there's some bots, sure, but I
haven't done any raiding at this level, so we haven't bumped up to those people yet.
Yeah. And hopefully we won't,
So I don't know, are those open zones or are there instances?
Yeah,
or do agents of change stop at a certain level?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing. If they do stop, or if, even the new zones that just came out will have an agent of change, just to keep people from, having a fight over the zones and stuff. Because the game is monetized the way it is with Chrono. Chrono, I'd say, is the worst thing that happened to Everquest.
Daybreak's accountants beg to differ.
Well, they can suck eggs. Alright, I'll wait.
I agree.
Summon your guy. Okay, I've got 3 out of 6. I need 3 more.
That might be how they're sticking around, huh?
Huh?
That might be how they're sticking around. Everquest.
With the Chrono?
Yeah.
I mean, could be, but I mean, people will pay for their gold accounts too.
True.
How long on the Merc? There he is.
Merc is up.
Alright, I'm gonna recast damage shield. Let me wait until the clerics buffed them too. Okay, there we go. Yeah, if it wasn't for the bots, the TLPs wouldn't be nearly as bad. It just got ridiculous, though. And yeah, it was regrettable, because I really was having a good time over on Teak. About the first 6 months, it was pretty good.
I wonder if they relax their rules at that after a while.
Maybe, I don't know.
Because wasn't it supposed to be like true box or something?
Well, yeah. So I don't know. I really don't know how they managed to have their big raid box teams and stuff, unless there's some guy in some, shed with a stack of 26 cherry pies all being controlled by one mainframe or something.
Oh, I know they let you do that on some of the other TLPs after a while.
Yeah.
Like, not on, I'm not saying bot, but I'm just saying box.
Yeah. But
You know, on the
you
same
know that they
computer.
have to be using software to control that whole bot team, you know, that whole group.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they're not catching them, or they catch them in the beginning or whatever, and ban a bunch of people just to make a show of force. Hey, we're watching, and then they say, yeah, we don't care anymore, because you know they want to make sure that they get their money from the people that buy those accounts or whatever after getting their other accounts banned. I'm sure if it wasn't profitable anymore, then the bot stuff would stop.
I know I've had some fun on some TLPs, but yeah, you do run into that after a while. So
That's why I never want to ever pay for anybody to power level me or any of that crap, because I really just don't want to support that. I'm surprised the water pet seems to be doing pretty good, considering he's supposed to be kind of like a rogue. He doesn't pull aggro like the wind pet does, though.
he does pull aggro though. Sometimes he's like miles
Yeah.
ping ponging between the two.
Right. Maybe I'll turn his taunt off for now. It might make it easier on you. Just shout at me if the tank dies. I'll turn his taunt back on. Or if the tank keeps dying, then it's better to leave his taunt on. Oh, I didn't realize these devious scouts are gonna attack if I get close to them. I was getting kind of close too, man. I didn't realize they were scowls ready to attack. Dang.
I guess that's why they're devious.
Yeah. We got 14 viewers today. That's pretty good for a Sunday. Viewership on Sundays has been kind of light.
Well, you know, sun's coming out.
Yeah, today was pretty crappy, like cloudy and stuff here in Ohio. So I still need 2 more of the vines.
There's one.
Awesome. Kind of weird that, you know, they just stopped dropping them there for a minute. Damn it. Dropping my forages on the ground. Definitely don't want to do that. These are valuable.
Yeah, drop it over in front of me.
Right.
I might pick it up.
Yeah, so get all these poison making forages. How's healing with just the tank taunting now?
It's fine. I'm not even healing.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, because I've got mine set, my healer set to reactive, so hopefully they're doing a good job. Faraway Ranger said, I've been busy the last severe Wednesday nights, so I couldn't see your stream, but I'm free the next couple. Awesome. I always appreciate when anybody stops in. I know that the streams are sometimes probably a little dull because I don't always know what to say, or I'm just really tired and everybody's just kind of sitting here quietly and we're just playing the game, which I've taken sort of a unofficial poll by asking viewers in a few different videos, like, would you care if I just sat here and played the game, or are you here for the commentary? And they're like, hey, yeah, we're here for the commentary. We don't want to just see you sit there quietly playing Everquest.
Yeah.
And that's I figured, you know, people are here for commentary for that.
Some games you look up on YouTube just as, and if they're not talking, it's just not as
engaging,
entertaining. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it, by the way.
All right.
Oh, you're gonna ding?
Gonna happen. I need 0.06.
Faraway Ranger, when you're not playing, are you thinking about EQ? Sometimes. Sometimes I'm thinking about a bunch of other stuff. I've got a busy little head.
I remember the early days of me playing Star Wars: The Old Republic. I would go to sleep at night and all I could see was lightsabers.
That's funny.
They would just sit there for 6 hours watching lightsabers swing.
I'm not sure if that's the one that I played for a little bit, but yeah, a friend of mine had bought one of the Star Wars games for me, and it was whichever one is sort of in the format of an MMORPG.
Yeah, that one's online, right? I think, maybe.
Yeah.
I think it was the Old Republic, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's probably.
Only taken me 23 years, but I have reached the cap.
Woohoo!
Congratulations.
I've got all my vines, so I'm gonna do a group invis, and then maybe we can try to find out where to get the venison.
Deer.
I'm sorry?
We have to kill deer.
Okay, I thought you were saying here. I'm like, don't say go here. Tell me shit.
Go over there, Fez. Go over
Yeah.
there.
Turn there, man.
Where
So-
I'm pointing. Can't you
so-
see where I'm pointing?
So we're going to the over there. Okay. I don't think there's deer in the over there. Do you see any deer on track?
Look.
Bear said, "Congrats, Blubberbelly."
Thank you, Bear. It's all thanks to you, buddy.
Yeah, congrats, man. What was the first class you played and
Brave
why?
Doe, does that count?
I'm sorry?
Does a Brave Doe count?
Yeah, let's go to the doe. A deer, a female deer.
Ray. I won't go anymore.
Okay. Take us to it. I'm following.
Everyone's with?
Yeah, Fez is right behind you. I'm lagging a little because I'm in an illusion. Alright.
Brave Does?
Yeah. Do-de-do-de-do. Okay.
Oh.
Doe! I guess this corner over here would be...
Yellow.
I don't know. Or is this too close? Do you think we'd get ads?
I think we're good.
Alright.
If we're pulling that one that's straight out
I'm
of this one.
going to mem my air pet spell. Actually, I'll mem the earth one just to be extra safe. Because the earth one's got tons of hit points. That way, you know, if we get screwed and... I don't know if you can charm these as a druid. You want to try to pacify that further deer... Oh, never mind. That one's walking away. Hang on. Probably going to be able to scrap this one alone.
He came back.
Oh, shoot. I don't suppose druids can mez animals.
They
That'd be pretty cool if they could. Oh, but yeah, Faraway Ranger was asking what was the first class I played and why. I think I answered that earlier, but you might not have been here. I think I tried doing a Barbarian Warrior because I thought it was going to be super easy and, you know, like very basic. So someone who's never played Everquest before, it sounds like a win-win. And I just remember running out and trying to kill those polar bears and wolves and goblins and dying a whole bunch because I kept getting Rochambeaued by the damn soloist every 5 minutes.
So you want to start putting the venison on free grab?
And get all those ads in that zone too.
Yeah. Okay. I got one and I sent one to Blubberbelly, but they'll be free grab from here on out. Because I already had the filters set for some reason.
My first ever character was a troll shaman, and I totally got lost in the swamp.
So are these counting? Yeah, well they are, because yeah, we got venison. Okay. Maybe I'll pull some of these flying chickens to, you know, pass the time.
It's another zone where they aggro really easy on the low level. Almost fell off that cliff there.
Yeah, don't do that. Oh crap. We might end up with an ad because he's coming this way. I don't suppose you could try to pull the Merc back. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna set puller on me again. I just took it off for that first pull because I wanted to make sure that the two Mercs came. Sometimes when you have puller and you move somewhere, your Mercs stay behind. I think after that, at some point I made like a half-elf druid from Kanos Hills or Surefall Glade or whatever. And I remember dying a whole lot in Blackburrow. I remember being frustrated because I could pick up maybe 2 long swords before I was encumbered and couldn't pick up any more. And I'm like, how am I supposed to get any money? These are only worth like a gold or something. And I can only carry like 2 at best. I think the first ever trade skill I started doing was probably tailoring, because you could take the ruined wolf pelt or the ruined bear pelt and make patchwork armor. And then I learned that you can make like studded armor, so I learned a little bit of smithing enough to make the studs. So I made the studs and got the medium pelts so I could make the studded armor. And then slowly over time worked my way up to reinforced. Which reinforced wasn't all that bad. It was way lighter than plate or even banded. When I had like a full set of reinforced leather, I thought I was the shit. So check out me and my reinforced leather.
Wasn't that reinforced heavier or something?
No, it was reinforced.
Or was that the loaded?
Reinforced leather was lighter than plate or banded.
Whatever that banded used to be able to loot was heavier.
Bronze. Bronze. Remember, bronze was super heavy.
No, it was a chain. I can't think of what the name of it is.
Oh, ringmail?
That's probably it.
Let me know if you do find more, I think these guys are too close together. If you find more deers on track, we can always go to them. Because we just keep getting chickens over here. Oh, okay. It looks like I'll be able to pull this guy alone. Incoming. So how about you guys? What was your first character?
Made a high elf, not a half elf ranger. Kept falling out of the treehouse at night. And I made a wizard to group with a friend of mine who made a warrior in Freeport.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't figure out how to get there, and when I finally did, I got killed in shit. What's that forest? I'm drawing a blank on the name. Yeah, I got killed in Kithicore.
You went at night?
Right, I didn't know about the night thing. You know, I'm a new player, and
Surprise!
I just made a mage in Freeport. And that ended up being my main character for a long time. Yeah, that's a big surprise.
Yeah, that's why with that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I didn't know anything about porting or anything like that when I first started.
Yeah, I remember trying to cross Kithicore at night and getting routed by a ghoul priest or whatever. Getting my ass handed to me. Beer said, "Hi Fez, hope you're having a good Sunday. I have a noob EQ question for you." Go ahead, man. Shoot with the question.
Fez loves questions.
Incoming. Well, yeah, it keeps the conversation alive.
There's a whole bunch more dough if you want to move there.
Okay, awesome. So after this kill, we'll stop and look for the dough. Gotta make that dough. While we're waiting for Beer's question, how about you, Blubberbelly? I don't know. You said what your first one was. Your first class.
Well, when I first bought Everquest, the minimum spec was a P166 and my computer was a P150. And in my genius, I thought, oh, I'll just get it and maybe it'll run slow. No, it won't run at all.
Ah, dang.
So I'm like,
no in front of us. So.
Okay.
It wouldn't run.
Yes. No. So after wasting my starting month, I made a troll shaman on my friend's account, and then I got lost in the Thule Swamp, I guess it was. And so when I finally got my computer upgraded and was able to start playing EverQuest, I decided I was going to make a shaman, but this time I'm going to be a barbarian.
Yeah.
I probably played a barbarian shaman until like the mid-20s, but I had to tap out when I was killing one mountain lion an hour in the Karanas. Soloing. I was clearly playing wrong.
1 hour? Is that what you said?
1 an hour.
Yeah, that's sad.
Okay, so you sit, get all your mana, takes about 15 minutes. Then you cast all your buffs on yourself, and then you rest for about another 5 minutes to get mana, fight. You fight the thing, then you sit to get all your health and mana back, and then your buffs are gone, so then you have to get all your buffs again.
That's kind of how it was, man.
Oh, yeah.
If you were trying to solo as a shaman then, and you didn't have any gear with like wisdom and stuff on it to get more mana, that's kind of how it was. I too made a barbarian shaman. I think I might have made the barbarian shaman before I even had Fez. And I think that was I met my first like level 35 something gnome mage who used monster summoning and summoned an ice giant as their pet.
That would have been cool back then.
Yeah, and he's like hanging out on the Hollis ramp with this massive ice giant, you know, and it cons red to me. I'm like, this dude is a uber god. I was like, I want to make a gnome mage. So yeah, I think that's when my whole obsession with mages started. After seeing the ice giant monster pet.
Yeah, after that failure, I quit EQ for a bit, and then I came back and I asked my buddy who was playing, what's a good class to solo? And he said mage. And so then I played a mage up to 65. Back when Planes of Power was the
Nice. Did you like it okay?
top. Oh, I love mage.
Yeah. Same. So Beer's question, me being a new player, level 27, every time I play I 3-box because never know what I want to play. Would you recommend doing Hero's Journey quests on all 3 accounts or just go out and level up? I mean, really it's up to you and what you're looking to do and how you're looking to play.
You tend to out-level those Heroes Journey quests as you're going.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can hand out in the loot there.
Oh, yeah. Well, I will do free grab. And I'll grab one of the venisons, so go ahead. So I need 3 more.
I need 2.
What do we need? 5? I need 3 then.
So what you could do is maybe do the hero's journey at the very least for if one of your characters is like your main, or you consider them to be more like the tank. You could do that, or do it for all 3 if you want. You do get some nice gear doing hero's journey stuff. If you look at some of my videos where I was doing the Daphne's Druid Adventures, I did Hero's Journey for a little while, and then I sort of got stuck because I ran into stupid trade skill quests where I was like, dang it, I gotta do all this trade skill to be able to do these, and then I just kind of never went back to it, which I might still at some point, I don't know.
I always like to go to the Field of Bone and then that tower. You can level up pretty quick.
Right.
20 or so.
Yeah, because you could go like level 1 through like 12 or 15 or whatever just in Field of Bone, and then that tower there in Field of Bone.
Just get in there like 6 or 7 and do the front area, I think.
You can get more.
Especially if you got a box team.
I haven't been to Kearns in forever.
You can get lost in there too, though. I got lost in that basement area a few times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Chicken incoming. The nice thing about the hero's journey is, you do get XP, you're leveling up. I would say do the hero's journey. At least it'll give you a steady thing of what to do and where to go. Don't worry about backtracking and doing stuff that you've already out-leveled. Just do the stuff that's appropriate for your level and try to get some of the rewards. It's a good way to get some free gear. And then you can always also, if you have the plat, just buy some of the gear, so you don't have to rely all on the hero's journey. But yeah, I got jewelry doing hero's journey stuff, and all the pieces of armor and weapons, and it's usually telling you to do a bunch of other quests so you get the rewards for those as well. Beer said, oh, I don't backtrack. Very good to know. Yeah, because I don't know what would be our hero's journey. And yeah, I used to tell people to do all these steps to get to the hero's journey, but then I realized I could just open inventory and hit achievements to get this window up. I wonder if hero's journey happens like in Lurian's song. I mean, if we do quests, do we get other rewards?
Of course, if they do the tutorial, they could stay in there like what, level 10 or so.
Yeah, yeah. You could play it in the tutorial until level 15. Okay, so the high level hero's journey stuff, it looks like you don't get anything other than AAs and stuff. You don't get gear. Like Lurian's song, I'm looking at quests. And there's nothing saying that it'll give you gear for finishing sets of quests. It just achievements.
No, that stops at 75 when the Defiance stops.
Okay. So yeah, Hero's Journey, don't worry about doing it once you're past 75, because I guess you... But you still get the, you know, the AAs can be nice. I have another low-level character that maybe I can sort of redo some of the hero's journey stuff and just avoid the some of the quests that are just awful. I don't know.
I was getting hung up at Gorokar, and then that's it. I'd tap out.
Yeah, that was my thing. I went to Gorokar, and then this one was giving me quests where I needed to do trade skills, and I'm like, well, heck with that. And I started working on it, but I just kind of lost interest.
Funny, you were playing that series, and I was like, all right, I want to see him play through and pass Gorokar. Nope, you did exactly what I did. You hit that speed bump and ended.
Yeah.
So it just kind of gets boring at that time or something?
Well...
No, it starts to get tedious.
Yeah, because, you know, some of the stuff is you gotta do trade skills, and maybe I should have just jumped past that or something like that. I need a short AFK break, so if that's okay, feel free to everybody take an AFK. Let me do a quick group invis, because I don't think these guys can see it through invis. They're just animals. I will be right back. And it gives the deer a chance to pop, because I already see one over there. Be right back.
There's a door right here. Don't.
Alright, I've returned. Is anybody else still AFK? You guys back?
I'm back.
Okay. Blubberbelly?
I'm here.
Awesome. Maybe could use a, I'm not sure, pacify on, oh, never mind, they're splitting up. I'm gonna grab that buck. What the buck? I don't know why my smoothies thicken up the way they do. They almost turn into ice cream.
Gross.
Yeah. Did you say gross?
Yes.
It's not as bad as it sounds.
Depends on what what the smoothie is, I guess.
Well, I always put enough fruit in there so it's palatable, you know?
I was gonna say like kale or something like that.
Yeah, there's kale in this. Kale, carrots, blueberries, strawberries, some
It's not got enough liquid in there.
unsweetened Greek yogurt, and some filtered water.
She got one of those what do they call it? Bullet mixer thing.
No, just a regular blender. Those bullet mixers are just... I think they're just like a fad thing. You're paying for just some silly name, and it doesn't... like the capacity is so small because you have those little cups. I'd rather just save a ton of money and just get a cheap blender, you know?
I'm venison in the loot window.
Alright, I'll pull this guy and then I'll do the loot. Alright, yeah, gonna set free grab. Just make sure you don't grab too many. Yeah, I've got 3 out of 5.
I'm done now.
Alright. Alright, so I got 4 out of 5. Oh, there's another one. Free grab. Go ahead, Daniel, if you need it. I just need one more. How many do you have left, Tan Oil?
I have 4, I think. So I just need one.
I hope this raptor comes along.
Up the hill over here. Up the hill over
crap.
here. There's a bill.
Stop. I got 2 raptors on the way. Sorry about that. I'm gonna actually split off my attack and send the pet after one of them. Okay, I think we got them both on 2 different tanks now. Although the tank is going to keep trying to tank. Let me turn taunt on my pet. Well, we handled that well. Nobody even died.
We're professionals here. Come on now.
Huh?
We're professionals here.
Right? Alright. Doing, did you say there's something up on the hill, or what? What were you saying?
Yeah, I think there's a doe there roaming up and down there.
Yeah, there's just a doe right here to our left.
Okay, I see it. Incoming.
Did you just ding 10 on?
Yeah.
Oh, congrats.
120.
Woo!
Home stretch.
That's not something I expected any of the live stream groups to be creeping up on max level. Especially with max level being 125.
You mean when you first started them, or?
Yeah, like, you know, because we started our characters at level 1. So it's just kind of wild that it's kept going.
I think we started level 20 of this group, but yeah, I guess.
Well, we started level 1 and then we just said get yourself to 20. Because, yeah, running around at level 1 as a full group is a little silly. So
Yeah, like I said, you gotta feel the bone and that tower, you'll be 20 in no time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about starting the game. I had a friend of mine, he played a druid. He, you know, I don't know, low level teens to 20-ish or something. He was roaming around and found the entrance to the hole. Fell in. Couldn't get his body, man, and he ended up quitting the game.
Yep.
I think a lot of people have their own whole stories.
You fall in the hole, you're not coming back.
Right. So mine was, I had already started 2 boxing and I forgot how crappy autofollow was. And I think I had like my mage and my enchanter, and my enchanter was auto-following my mage, and the enchanter fell into the hole because auto-follow failed. I ended up, and it was morning. It was like, I thought, like, let's just do a little light gaming for an hour before I got to go to work. Well, after I fell in the hole, I'm like, I can't go to work now. There's another venison, so go ahead and grab it if you still need one.
Well, why can't you come into work? I fell in a hole.
Yeah.
I can't get out.
So I told him, you know, I didn't tell my boss, but my coworkers said, hey, what, you know, you were sick yesterday? What happened? I said, I fell in the hole. Had to get my, oh, crap. Damn it. A venison just spawned, but I already pulled the bird. Yes, I told some of my coworkers it was because I fell in the hole and I had to get my corpse. And then every day thereafter, if I ever was absent, you know, missed a day, called in sick, you know, they're all like laughing to each other. You probably fell in the hole again. I'm just like, okay.
At least they didn't tell your boss.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I don't know if my immediate manager knew I was a gamer or not, or what.
Don't get it.
Watch
Well,
out.
I guess they don't add. That they guess they don't add then, huh?
Yeah, I guess not. That's good. He's just watching the eagle get pummeled. Help me, you fool! No.
Got a friend watching us then.
Yeah. Oh, got an audience. Now, the deer might help other deer, though. But I don't think they're gonna care so much about helping the chickens. Alright, pulling this deer right here. Oh snap, we got two. Damn it, my bad. Please don't add third deer over there.
How did your party get wiped? 3 does.
Yep. What'd you say when you died? Don't!
I just hit uninstall. Venison in the loop.
Incoming. More venison. Yeah, I'll get it.
I got 5, so it's all you.
Alright. And you got your 5, Blubber?
Yep.
Alright. Alright. Deliver. Looks like I got all mine too. Uh-oh. It says deliver stalks, mosquito stingers, and venison.
To a chef.
Where are
We
my
got-
stingers? Mosquito, I have them. Okay, good. I have a bad habit of destroying stuff that I think is trash.
Back to town.
All right. Yeah, give me a sec to do auto follow and all that good stuff. It looks like you invised us. Okay. Here, hang on. Let me hop on a mount. Okay. Since I don't even have that illusion up anymore. Where's town? Do you remember? Oh yeah, it's this building. Okay, I remember this now. Do we go to Maddie or was it someone else? No.
You find a chef. I don't know where that is.
Maybe it was out here? No. Is it any thing on track? Talk to Chef Eureka in Eureka's Tumble.
What is this? A chef in Eureka's Tumble.
Who's Eureka? Isn't there a chef usually next to Maddie? They're not here now, though. Excuse me. It says a jolly barfly, but I swear I read it jolly barfy at first. Hello, jolly barfy. A wizened sot. What's a wizened sot? A sloshed wastrel. Oh, here's Junior Chef. So maybe he's down in here somewhere. It says chef though, not a junior chef, so it's probably not that guy. So maybe it's further down. Freshman chef. They're standing here with their rolling pin. Maybe it's... Dang it. I don't know. I wonder what happens if I give some of this stuff to them. I'll give one of my stingers and see what happens. Nope. It
No.
gave it back. Thankfully. Okay. Is the chef like he gave up and left?
Junior chef works.
Junior chef works? Okay, heading back. I wish.
Wait, it worked for one.
For one?
Yes.
Which one?
He took the stingers.
Stingers? Okay, so maybe we got to deliver different parts to different people. Yeah, okay, it said it accepted it, but he doesn't accept this or the venison.
One below takes venison.
Okay.
Freshman takes venison.
Okay, so we're figuring it out.
So now we just need to find one more.
Yep. So we got to find the guy that wants the vine
Wait,
stalks.
who takes the venison though?
This guy here,
Freshman.
the freshman chef where I'm standing, you could do a find to me if you like. I'm still standing by the freshman. No, not Fez. Antipathy down here. So go down the stairs and it's here. Freshman chef takes the venison. Right here. There's oh, we already did the junior chef, right?
Yeah.
Junior chef.
Come to me to find the apprentice chef.
Yeah.
Oh, you have it?
Yep.
Okay, let's do a find. Ah, there he is. You little sneaky turd.
Now we return to Maddie.
All right, that's all of them. Yeah, return to Maddie. Hail Maddie. She gave me a bucket of slop. Maddie's Mad Stew. Deliver Maddie's stew to Dextrous. Where's Dextrous? Anybody remember?
No clue.
Let me look at the quest. The only person who has witnessed to what happened, the caravan incident, is a little boy named Dextrous. In his current state, Dextrous is too traumatized to speak. Maddie has an idea that will warm his belly up and may get some more information out of him. Her stew, perhaps a warm meal. It says Dexterous is in the basement of the Paladin's garrison. Anybody remember who the Paladin's garrison is?
Remember the guy who went into the prison? We had to go talk to him.
Was that it? Maybe.
The other building.
Right. Actually, let me invis. Oh shit.
Yeah, watch out, crows.
Yeah, I took a potion. I don't have Fez following me right now. He's stuck in the building somewhere. Mr. Garrison. Dexterous, there he is.
Is it downstairs somewhere?
Yeah, down in the basement. And there's this little guy in a orange and red robe. And I got a task stage complete for giving him the stew. And then it's Speak with Kanghammer. And that's the dark elf in the cell right next to him. Okay. Tell Dirk what Dexterous said. And Dirk is back in the bar, right?
The roof here.
Oh, the roof.
I don't know how we get him.
Oh, we gotta go outside, that's right. Oop, I don't want to drop that fruit. Yeah, you go around the outside of the building to get to the top. There he is, Dirk. Hail, Dirk. Come on, Dirk. He's not doing anything. Tell Dirk
Say the name.
what that name is. What?
Denisbury.
Huh?
You gotta tell him the name. You gotta say it to him.
Oh, okay. Tennisbury. I don't know if I spelled it right.
I would say no.
It's T-E-N, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he said something to me now. And I guess the quest is over?
Yep.
Yay. Did I get XP? I got 4 ability points and 1.361 XP. Yay. Okay, let me get Fez to where everybody else is.
Okay, this guy gives us the next quest.
Alright. Let me bring Fez there and then I'll get the quest.
Get a refill my drink. Be back in a second.
Alright. Trust. Okay. New quest. Ask the paladins about Elandrin. I'm reading the thing. So we gotta say Elandrin to several different people. Like the loyal guard over here. So I got one update. I just did a copy and paste from the Alakazam. So yeah, when you get the quest, you gotta just say Elandrin to a loyal guard over here to get one update. He's right here at the top where Dirk is. Here's another loyal guard. Oh, it worked on him too. So he's the one on the ramp. Say Elandrin to this guy as well. Here's another loyal guard. Let's try it. And I got it. This armor is all shiny.
I'm glad they're talking to you. They ain't talking to me.
Huh? You gotta say Elandrin to him. You can't just hail him. Maybe it's random.
There. I got my first update.
Okay, maybe it's random for each person. I got lucky and it was the 3 that I saw first each time.
What's it? ILL or what?
Yes.
ILLANDRIN.
All right, I'm updated.
And then it says return to Dirk. Okay. Okay, I got a task stage complete. Greet the paladins until one responds appropriately. So we gotta say hail, wait. Oh, hail multiple guards. That's all we have to do is just hail them? Okay. Okay, I got an update off of one guard right away.
You just have to hail?
Yeah, I just push H. I got another update right away. And I got all my updates. Oh, and then you repeat something he says. Did you hear what the loggers have? Did you hear that the loggers work through the night? Okay.
What was the phrase?
Did you hear the loggers work through the night? It's just, he'll say it, and it's in parentheses.
Oh, you have to say something.
And you can click it. You just hail
What was it? I hope they did.
Yeah, once you hail your 3 guys, they'll say the thing, and you could just click on it. Until you get to the point where it says meet at the usual spot, which is the dock at the Fisherman's Village.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Where is the
I'm updated.
dock at the Fisherman's Village? Is everybody up to date?
No, they're not listening to me. Whatever.
Are you're sure you're not invisible?
Yeah, I'm not.
What part are you on?
I'm saying the Elandrin or whatever.
I'm sorry?
The first part.
Saying Elandrin to everybody? That's weird. It worked for me.
I just went around and just talked to different guards.
Yeah, it's ILLANDRIN.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
At least that's what it looks like. Just make sure you're doing, maybe do / say, because I wonder if you're saying it in group or something else.
Except / say, then the word.
Yeah, try that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, maybe it's because you're saying it in Elvish?
Oh, that matters.
What am I
Okay.
supposed to say then?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. What language am I currently in? I'm currently in Elvish too, so yeah, obviously it doesn't matter.
It's ILLANDRIN, right?
Yeah, here. I'll type it out.
I mean, that's what I'm typing. It's just not working.
Okay, it should look like that, where I said Elandrin. I wonder if is it 3 eyes? Or I mean,
No, it's ILL.
ILL. That's what I thought. ILLANDRIN. Say it to a bunch of different guards though. Don't just stay with that one. Like, try this guy here, because it's different for everybody. So don't just waste your time with him. You gotta try different ones.
I misspelled that one.
Yeah, so try this one, and then try each one that you see and see if it updates with any of them.
It's just any of the loyal guards, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because at mine I just said, yeah.
I tried the ones at the tower. They didn't react to me. I came down here. I talked to 3, and they all gave me a response.
I don't know if you need the capital I in the beginning, because I use
Nope.
the capital I. Okay.
You don't like me, I guess.
It should work for you though. You can also try these guys that are climbing up the tower on the side here. There's one here at the top of the tower.
Got one.
Oh, you did get one?
There
Okay.
you go.
So just keep repeating that one that you just did to make sure you it's right now. And just go to all of these guys until you get all 3.
All right. Now I gotta go talk to Derek again.
Bear said, couldn't get them to work for me last night. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they get bugged or something. There's another loyal
Possible.
guard. There's a couple more loyal guards out here, like on the outskirts of the little village thing. They're paladins too, man. Some of them are just dicks.
Maybe they should be called paladicks.
Right. Gotta try to remember to finish drinking this damn smoothie before it congeals again.
You gotta chug those things,
Okay.
man. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm on the next one now. Go to the usual spot or whatever.
Perfect.
So it says meet at the usual spot? Okay. Now let's invis the group.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They didn't like me.
Yeah.
The fishing village to the north.
Okay. Heading north.
I guess the fishing hut's in the middle where the lake is. Means we gotta go west from here.
Yeah, fishing huts. Okay.
That's my guess.
Yeah, no, it's probably a good guess. Fishing village. What are we supposed to do?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, hang out at the docks. You find yourself a calm lake. Ooh,
We got a
mob on us. Yep. Yay for the pet for jumping on it right away, too. This thing's tough, man.
trigger for each of us.
Defend yourself against the ambusher. Trying to bush my am. I am so glad that I did not have Greater Hold set on this pet at the moment. Because it just went and tore into this guy right away. Might have killed Fez otherwise. Yay. Okay, we got a letter. You slay the cultist. Tried to jump you. Deliver orders to Dirk. Okay. Let me make sure. Oh. Fez got it too. That's weird. Fez isn't even doing the quest.
Okay, it was a setup, man.
Yeah, right? You're trying to get us killed. Okay, so we're going back to the dexterous or whatever, that tower. Ah, crap. I didn't stay up in the air enough. I have to climb up the ramp. Sometimes I wonder if these NPCs giving us quests are secretly hoping that we get killed. Task stage completed. Update Kanghammer. That's the guy in the cellar, right? Why is Kanghammer in a jail cell, though? That's what I'd like to know. He's supposed to be working with these guys.
That was a different building, wasn't it?
No, it's right. It's in the cellar. Kanghammer's right in the cellar of where Dirk is. Speak with Elmara and at Maddie's step. So yeah, Kanghammer's in that cell down there. You find him?
Yeah. Now we gotta go where now?
Yeah.
Back to the other place.
Come outside, and it says something about Maddie's.
We gotta go back to the bar, talk to Elmara.
Whoa. Almost ran off a cliff.
And that's why I don't follow Fez.
I'm sure that would have been hilarious. Yeah, the whole party wiped. Oh, what was it, a boss? It's like, no, Fez ran us off a cliff.
I got Safo.
Oh, it's a rat person, or no, a cat person. I can't tell. They're not saying much to me. Oh, here we go. Yeah, she gave me a stick. Deliver the skeleton key to Kanghammer. Okay, yeah, so hail her, say the thing that she says, and then she gives you a key to give the Kanghammer. And then we go back to Kanghammer, I guess. These guys are just jerking us around. It's like, let's see how many times.
Run around.
Yeah, how many times we can get them to run back and forth. Yeah. Let's make them look stupid. Yeah. And remember, Kanghammer's in the cellar. The basement of the Alamo over here. So I'm going to give him a stick. And it says completed.
Great.
I got 3 more ability points and some more oh! I just got 10% XP, 10.7. And 19 ability points. That
I gotta spend points.
That was a hero's journey reward there, man.
Yep, partisan.
Oh snap! Fez was slowly falling off the cliff. I'm lucky I went and checked on him. Yeah, partisan complete. Wow. That was nice. Big ass chunk of XP. So what now?
I gotta spend some AAs first.
Yeah, I hit the cap on that last one. Had to do that.
I've only got 66. I got some good Merc AAs that I haven't spent yet.
I just got 9 for that.
Okay, I've got 454 AAs into my Merc now.
That's a lot, it seems like.
One would hope
So,
it's
if
good.
you was to get another Merc,
Uh-huh.
just another tank Merc, would all those points stay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all in the same merch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether you change
Like
the
even
merch.
if you switch between like a tank and a cleric, or you dismiss all your mercs and get new ones, it's just permanently on your character.
Yeah, well, I mean, the mana ones won't affect the tank Merc, so I was just curious if they stayed,
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
your counters. Yeah.
Yeah. I would hope. I mean, it would suck if it didn't. But yeah, because it's your
Yeah, it
character that
would.
has the
That's why
reward.
I was asking.
Yeah. Make it to where you'd never want to switch a merc out.
That's true.
Well, that was productive. The getting that nice 10% XP there at the end.
For sure, eh?
Yeah. Doing the
I guess
partisan-
I guess that made it worthwhile.
Yeah.
All that running around.
all that obnoxious crap. Yeah.
I think they could have left a round or two off of that. It's been better.
So next is Mercenary of Angseth Keep, or whatever the hell that is.
Got me. I don't know. Is that the
That's
next zone here?
next on the list here as far as
Sniff and keep. Yeah.
yeah. So I guess that's where we go next.
Is it like behind one of those doors or?
Yes, we gotta go back to Lion.
All right.
Okay, cool. I guess you can just port us there, I guess.
Yes, sir.
All right. While we're gating or porting, I will AFK for a sec.
What interrupted the spell, man?
I don't know what was happening. I think my game lagged out. I wasn't sure if it was casting or not.
I saw it go around, and I saw it go around again.
Alright, I am back.
Prepared to fight a named.
See, wait, what'd you say?
Said, do you care to fight a named?
Yeah, we can go for named.
A water dragon.
A what? As long as it doesn't have any fancy hoodoo.
I don't know. What's in this? Let's go to the other side of the bridge. I see it.
I do
Looks
not.
like that dragon. That's an itty bitty dragon. There you go.
I don't see it. Is
Just
it?
had it on track. And disappeared into the...
The changing zone thing, the time thing.
Oh, it's over here. It's over here. Do you see it in the water?
Oh, okay, I see him now. All right,
Are we
everybody,
gonna have to jump in the water?
be ready. Can we pull him out?
I do not know. I guess we can find out.
He's coming. Why is my mount still on me? That's funny. Sorry, man. My mount was still even when I was on the water. That was in the water. That was really weird.
Saw that. What's that one that we fought before? Barandar? Is that what it is?
I don't know. That little dragon thing that's in what?
Yeah, you know the one.
Not, is it Timorous Deep or? Yeah, I don't remember.
Ocean of Tears or something.
Not Ocean of Tears. If anything, it'd be Timorous Deep.
Timorous Deep.
That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong.
Where's Zippy when you need him?
Because Ocean of Tears is that's the ocean across between Butcher Block and Freeport.
You talking about your raids? Like get killed.
Yes.
Something similar like this over there.
Yeah.
Ocean.
Yeah. It's like an orange color though. But it looked like this.
And it's
A little
like
smaller.
tiny.
Yeah, it was like itty bitty, like the whole raid would pile on it and it would disappear.
I guess I could turn taunt off of the pet. Sorry about that.
It's not bugging me. I'm not tanking.
No, but it's gonna bug tan oil.
Yeah, I think the
Swaps
mage
the
pet was
back.
out and grabbing. Yeah.
Yeah,
And they're on opposite sides. So yeah.
yeah. I saw that and I'm like, oh crap, let me fix that. You're always welcome to let me know that that's happening. I do appreciate. I think you're almost too polite to say anything.
Sometimes it works out. It just how they line up.
Right. No, but I think I would get frustrated after a while. So I saw that and I'm like, yeah, let me turn taunt off.
Any DPS I've ever known who loses half their DPS would be throwing rocks.
Throwing rocks.
Yeah. For losing half their DPS. Why you make me lose all my DPS but chuck rocks at you? I'm kidding, obviously.
Hey, I actually need
Just
this
about got
guy.
him.
Huh?
Oh yeah. I was to say just about got him.
Yeah. And I
So you
do
said you
need
need this guy?
Yeah, for the hunter.
Excellent.
It says a water dragon.
I guess I needed him too. I hadn't killed him before.
I got some of them because I did join that raid that was going on like last month or whatever it was, whenever it was.
There was a tank. Can you help us?
Huh?
Or your pet? Is your pet on him?
Hey,
Oh,
take it
okay.
down.
Yeah, turn taunt on my pet. That's weird. I didn't expect it to the tank to die so close to the end of the fight.
Maybe he got some critical in or something.
Something. Ooh, this is a rich one, man. Look at all the loot. We got a bag of herbs. We got that's just an ornament. We got wrist armor, gallant string serving. I don't know what that means. Oh, that's to make armor or a bow or something, maybe? Yeah, that's the gallant stuff. And then we got
There's a rogue dagger there, 10 oil.
a slasher. That's a slashing weapon. Warrior rogue.
Warrior ranger bard rogue.
Yep. Yeah, I have something better, so if you want it, I don't know if I greeted on it, but
I went ahead and rolled need on it.
He got it. He got it.
okay, awesome.
And another one bites the dust.
Woohoo.
Got a vampiric thing on it, huh?
Uh-huh.
You're doing group and viz. Headed to the inn. Oh, sheep. Bah. Okay.
Should we be concerned that Fez gets excited at the sight of sheep?
It's sheer delight. Anyway.
What you do in your own time is on you, man.
Right.
Hey, while we're here, I can buy my spells.
What happens between me and Bessie stays between me and Bessie. Group and parcel merchant. What's he selling? Who sells a sack? 750 what? I don't... Oh, Lorien Inn vouchers? Have we gotten any of those yet? I have none. How do you get your Lorien Inn vouchers? That's a lot of vouchers. Oh, snap. That is a sweet-ass og. 118 heroic strength.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's this...
So someone sells this?
Yeah, this group and parcel merchant right here. This dark elf. But it uses the currency of Lorien Inn vouchers. I've never seen that before, and I definitely don't have any of them. Well, it does look like I could buy a couple of these tomes. End of the line. I don't think I have that yet, so... Okay, I will hold off on the 123 one since I'm still a good ways away, but I did pick up my 122 tomes. I wonder if there's any... Pretty sure Fez doesn't need any spells from here, but I'll take a quick look since we're here. There it is. Okay, yeah, those are 124, so don't need them. Okay, so we want to go to Angst can keep, or whatever it is. Oh, I found it. So it's door number 10 here. It's getting sort of late-ish. I don't know if you guys want to put
Wait to start this next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's totally up to you.
You have an opinion on it, Tanoel?
I mean, that's cool. I mean, if you need log or one log.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind. Maybe, yeah. Just because you know, I'm probably gonna log at 10:30 no matter what, and
That's like 20 minutes from now.
yeah, I don't know how much we'll get done in that time. So I guess just remember that that's kind of where we left off. It's easy enough to remember just looking at the Lorian's Inn and the quest list that this is what's next is Mercenary of
Yep.
XM Keep or whatever the hell it's called. And sorry, it looks like my cough came back a little bit today.
Definitely sound better today though than you.
Oh yeah, like I haven't been coughing nearly as much as when I was sick, like sick for that while. So my diet changes helped me a lot. I've got like more energy and I'm not in pain. It solved almost all my problems just eating better. So I'm gonna try to keep it up, you know. I mean, it gets hard because I still like eating crap. Don't forget your Merc is still dead, by the way.
Yeah, he's costing me nothing staying dead.
Right.
You got a point there.
So, all right. I guess we'll call it here. And
I can port us back.
Okay, awesome. So thanks everybody for hanging with us tonight. I hope you enjoyed tonight. I feel like it was productive. We did finish our line of quests and we got that chunk
I
of
capped
XP.
out.
Yeah, and you capped out.
Yeah.
Congrats again.
First one in the group.
Yeah. Cheater. No.
Yeah, it's kind of funny y'all were having a competition there for a little while.
Right. Until he blew past me somehow. Remember, folks, we'll be here on Wednesday with our raid group. level locked at 65, doing probably gonna do more Lost Dungeons if we have enough people. Our last raid failed because we didn't have enough people. Everybody was out doing other things. So hopefully they'll be back this week and we'll be able to complete a Lost Dungeons and Norath raid, which we've been doing because of the Fabled. Will kick our ass if we try to do the Plains of Power raid. So,
well, I took last week's loss personally, so I went and got myself a fabled weapon to make up for it.
Nice. And then we're here every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at starting at 7 p.m. Eastern time with different groups. Check out these other channels: the MMO Hippie, Zorgo Knox, Elwoody Q, JTG Gaming, Grando Reaper, and Jack Unmasked. They are friends of the channel, and all of them are in our guild. And they're all on YouTube, and some of them are also on Twitch. I think that's about it, unless anybody else has anything to say.
May the 4th be with you, always.
Right, May 4th. I always forget these things. Good night, everybody.
Oh, yeah, that is the day.
Yep.